Thank you, gentlemen. Walker, do you want half points or all? You can do half points if you would like. Yes. You feel strongly about 4.5 or 2.5. All right, ladies, go ahead.
Okay, my name is Stephanie. My name is Reina. And we are the creators of St. Juan's. So our mission statement is at St. Juan's we basically strive to give the care, the most efficient and most advanced care to our patients. And we're trying to be as most personal and basically to help all those who come and all those that are in. Okay, so our general layout. So basically we're a suburban emergency room, so that's fitting the most general population. And we are a trauma 1 as well. So what we would do is we handle the big things since we have all the supplies such as the mass casualties, the infections, anything that's here that could affect a whole broad selection of population. Our size is 28,500 square feet. We have 77 beds and the rooms are 72, and those go with the fast rooms, which count as one room, and so you have more beds. And then we also have the short term rooms or the extra rooms with the patient, which is the curtains, which we counted as one as well. Also kind of saying why we have more beds. We also serve 322 patients. Okay, so some of our background, current innovations, there is telemedicine. It connects families all around the world. There's also the RTLS, the real-time location system. It allows people to know, people and doctors to know how many patients are in the waiting room, and if patients want to see, oh, should I go to this hospital, they can look at it online. And that's current innovations that are in the hospitals right now. Okay, so our general gist of our new innovation is we try to strive and help our patients not get worse while there is an ER time wait, and we try to make that and limit as little as possible, but obviously there is going to be times when you do have to wait in the ER. And since our fast track rooms can only help you once for the vitals, we are trying to focus on continually getting the vitals as they're waiting in the waiting room in case something drastic does go wrong. We know whether we should triage them at a higher pace or keep them at the same. So a typical ER floor plan has different units to it. So this unit is Unit Care 4, and it's for the mentally sick or unstable, emotionally weak patients. Here's for pediatrics, so that's just for little kids, and they close it normally throughout times. And they have different units depending on how the patient is acting, and if they need more time there, if they need more intensive care, and so on. So our floor plan, so a few innovations that I helped is the congestion hallways. So most of the rooms and care units that we have, there are doors at most ends. So if, for example, our red is for We also try to make sure that there, like I said, there are ways to get into our certain units quickly as possible, and there are multiple ways to get in and out.
Okay, so in case you come into the hospital and you're driving yourself, we have valet, so you just pull into the hospital and the valet will take your car into the parking lot and you come in through here. And when you come in, there is a metal detector with a guard there, and he will open the doors if he sees, as soon as you're done going through the metal detector and he doesn't find anything. So you'll go in here, and this is our waiting room. The triage nurse will be right here. She'll check you in, and she'll give you watch, one of our innovations, and we will continue. I'll explain later. So you come in here, and here's our fast track room. We'll just check you in, check your vitals, and make sure how you're feeling, do all that, and we'll take you back into the waiting room. And when we do have a room ready for you, we'll take you back, and this is Unit Blue. Unit Blue is more for our sick patients, but not severely sick. Here's a little nursing station. It's pink. You can't really tell, but it's pink. We have in this area, Unit Blue, we do have a CT room and an X-ray room. We do have bathrooms. We do have bathrooms, and in case of an emergency, we do have an emergency exit right here. It would be bigger in person. To get into the other main part of the ER, you have to go only the nurses, and they have badges to check in. So you go in there, and this is Unit Orange, and this is for our psych room, our psych hallway. So you come in here, and you also have to badge in, just so these people, in case they do come out, they can come. They won't disturb any of the other hospital patients. So you come in. We do have a bathroom next to the nurse's station, just in case anything does happen. So these are all rooms. They're all separated, and they have thicker walls, just in case of any sound disruptions or anything like that. And you come out. There's storage behind, so there will not be any equipment in the same rooms, just in case. So you come here. There's other bathrooms. Here are extra.
The short rooms, which are just the curtain ones, but with the beds, and like I said, that's why we have more beds than rooms, is because we count those as one room.
And our lab and blood work. The laboratory is all going to be in the middle of the hospital, so in case any of the units need to come, they can, to give paperwork or anything. We do have tubing to send things where they need to be. Unit Green is for the more sicker people. That doesn't make sense, but for the more need more time and more efforts into like getting them better. We have CT rooms, X-rays there too. We have a pediatric room, so that the patients don't, so the little kids don't have to, just in case there's other things going around at the hospital, they're in their own little unit, so they don't get scared and frightened if they hear people yelling, crying, or anything like that. We have a shield room just in case the nurses need to like debrief and all that. Administration is over here. And in case the ambulance comes, we do have an entrance for them. It's over here, and it goes straight into the Unit 4, or the trauma room, I'm sorry, Unit Red. And we have an elevator, so with the helipads, they can come straight down, and they don't have to go through multiple hallways to get their patients where they need to be. Yeah. And then here's chemical or any disease spread.
So this goes a little bit more depth. So like how she said, we have the triage and a waiting room, and the security, and like I said, there are 4 beds, but like it's one room. For our unit blue, we have 24 beds with 24 rooms, and they have full storage, which meaning that if something did go wrong and they are in critical condition, then and there our staff are able to provide them the care and need that they need. And our unit orange are psych rooms. We have 10 rooms with 10 beds, but there are no equipment in the room just for their safety and our staff safety as well. But in the storage room, we do have the supplies. If we do need to get them treated, we are able to do that as well. The trauma rooms, we have 4 of them with 4 beds, and they carry most of the surgery supplies. So if one had a stroke and their heart they're dying, they are able to cut them open then and there, and so they are able to provide them with care. And our unit green, which she said was like a sicker population, we have 12 beds and 12 rooms, and they are full supply. And then our yellows, which is the pediatrics, it's 12 beds and 12 rooms, and they have full storage as well.
A quick thing for the trauma rooms, we do have cold rooms, so in case they do pass away on us, the families can debrief with the body or the corpse in those cold rooms so they don't start decomposing immediately.
Okay, and then like I said, the extra rooms with the curtains, this is the short-term ones. They're supplied are minimal because they should only be there a short period of time until we get them into a room or send them off. Our administration, our shield, and our lab. So the administration contains the computers, like all the data and things that that the staff are able to look at. Our shield is once again the debriefing room, and the lab is for like the blood supply and the lab testing in case there needs to be a test done, say for HIV or something like that, they can test it then and there. And our chemical spill rooms, it's like on a side of the ER, so in case there is a chemical spill, they aren't hazardous to the rest of the population that are at the ER.
So our innovation, it is a watch that is connected, that the triage nurse will put on the patient, and when they put it on, it starts checking for vitals, blood pressure, respiratory rate, and so on. And the triage nurse will send the patient back into the waiting room, and they can monitor all that from the back, and they don't have to keep consistently looking at the patients. And there will be a little sticker type of a thing that we put on their chest so we can see if they take a deep breath, a shallow breath, and and how many breaths they take per minute. And that all will be sent through the watch to the back, all through internet access. That's kind of what our watch would look like. It will also have, so all this would be censored, you can say, and it can monitor everything else. This is a Fitbit, but it would look something like this. Okay, and every 15 minutes it will send a message to the patient and see how you're feeling, rate your pain, and so they can sense, or they can touch their watch and say, oh, my pain has increased, or I can't breathe, or whatever they'd like to say on the little thing. If it's a little kid, we also would put a little watch on him, and we would give a tablet to the parents, and they can say, oh, I can see my kid is looking a little bit paler, or oh, I feel like my kid's looking sicker, and they can send that information other than asking the little 5-year-old how they feel.
So one of our patients that we triaged was J.D. Thompson. So he was 17. He is 17, and he is a male. There was no medications that he was on or anything that he was allergic to. His vitals, they were normal, and the background to him was that he was at a football game and he passed out after a really hard hit. When the ambulance came, he was able to talk, but he was still disoriented. And then during like the trip to the ER, he started to hear ringing in the ears and started to have slurred speech. Okay. So our diagnosis is that he had a concussion, and we came to this conclusion because of a few symptoms such as him being disoriented, having ringing in the ears, as well as not remembering where he was or why he was there. And also the final conclusion that we wanted to make sure that was a concussion was a concussion can have symptoms later on.